hanging out with Cosmic right here. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing fine.
Right. You had quite the match in the Rumble.
I know, right? I'm still feeling it.
You kicked ass, though. Good job, good job. All right, let everybody know what you're selling.
I'm selling t-shirts. So this is my art. I mean, I didn't draw it, but I paid for it. Close enough, right? This little crop top, it says your daddy's favorite. Photos. I got my little stickers and an acrylic stand. Here she is. So cute, right? You can put her on your desk and look at her and fall in love like you're doing with me. And these stickers are free, so you can feel free to grab those if you want.
All right, where can everybody get this great merch you got going?
So you can obviously hit me up on my Instagram. It's Yes Cosmic, as in Yes Cosmic, anything you want on at IG, and I'll send it out to you guys as soon as you purchase it.
All right, make sure everybody follows Cosmic. Now here, Robles, Chica de la Ola Ola, you're facing off against Tiffany Avatar, Kaiju Pro Wrestling. What are your thoughts going into that match?
First of all, this should come as no surprise, as I had won the #1 contendership back in March. And you guys know the Phoenix title is blue, and I have a beautiful red belt from Warrior Breed Wrestling. And you guys know red, blue, and the star of the island, La Chica de Ola Ola, would make a great flag of representation, carrying more titles back home. God knows that title seriously needs a vacation with me.
All right, so what are your thoughts for Tiffany?
She's the cotton candy princess. She's so used to getting sweet and everything. She's gonna get cavities not only on her tooth, but she's gonna get a really, really bad heartache when she loses that title. So girl, I don't even know why you're trying. Like, you're double shotted. What are you doing?
All right, make sure you get your tickets for Kaiju Pro Wrestling in Bristol, Connecticut.
You better get your tickets.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm enjoying myself at FanFest, and I'm so excited to meet you finally in person. It's been a year since we were on the podcast itself, but now we get to hang out for a moment, and I really appreciate you and everything you're doing.
I know. And then, you know, they're raffling that picture that Dennis had done of Frank, which is absolutely incredible.
It is incredible.
So I see people are buying a lot of the raffle tickets and everything. So I'm proud that he still remembered. I mean, I always say to the fans that without the fans, we would not be having this event.
Very true, very true. And he's definitely remembered to this day, and he'll be remembered forever.
He certainly will. And for people like you that help it along, the family, well, thanks you.
Thank you very much. Barbara Goodish, make sure you follow Barbara Goodish. Any Bruiser Brody stuff you want signed or buy from her. Message her on Facebook. That's right, Bruiser Brody. Check it out.
Check it out. Huss.
It's coming. Season 2 will be coming.
Awesome. I can't wait, man. I thoroughly enjoyed season 1, so much success to you.
All right, so yeah, let's go get something to drink.
Your eyes are kind of next.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Lucky, bro. I mean, they're really lucky. We had our hands full, and our brother got caught off guard. But it
Belong. Those belts were around their waist first.
Well, that's a matter of perspective. I mean, yes.
All right. Now, just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo for February, the one after the January show, but definitely in February. Get your tickets. Former WWE. All right, I am hanging out with the Invitational Champion, the one, the only Ferro. All right, guys, thank you very much for being on. I can tell. What are you carrying with you today? All right, vlog interactions in full effect. I'm hanging out with.
You get back here.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I'm gonna bring up something.
Hey!
Hi!
How you doing?
How you doing? Oh man, this thing is giving me problems already. Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and I think for the $50 that I pay a month, StreamYard should get it together. But anyway, let me bring to you my very special guest, the one, the only, Tyler Fox.
Hey.
Yikes.
Hey, at least you know the commercials were playing pretty well.
Yeah, the commercials play pretty well. It's everything else that was happening. So people don't know this, but I was trying to get you on to talk to you, and then I couldn't get myself on, and then you came off, and I came on. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? But anyway, welcome to the podcast. I'm excited that you're here.
Me too. Thanks for inviting me on the podcast.
Hey, man, appreciate you, brother. All right, let's go over some stuff you got going on.
Sure.
First up is this show on this Saturday, actually.
Yes.
Tell me what's going on at this APW show.
Well, I ended up asking. I was like, all right, so what all can I say about this show? One of the big things I do know right there, if you see her right on the right, she's the or for me it's the right. I'm not sure how it is on your screen, but right on the right there, Nyx, the goddess of the night. She has something that I want.
What does she
And that
have?
is, she has that nice workhorse belt there.
Okay.
You know, the last time I saw her, it was a 6-man 3v3 intergender tag match that I say she cheated, but that's
Not Nyx. You wouldn't do
oh no, never. But yeah, we're gonna be at the Lee High School Gymnasium in Mariana. This is gonna be my first time being at the high school doing a show. I'm sure they've done them before, but I just haven't been a part of them.
Okay. All right. So let's see what else we got going on. We have Convergence coming on the 14th of September. Man, tickets are only $10 for this event. That's actually pretty cheap for New York prices.
Yeah.
There's Nyx haunting you again.
Yeah, she's still haunting me. So for this one, you ended up actually mentioning our prices, or their prices for APW. They're always going to be really affordable for some good, wholesome family content. For this one, I'm not too entirely sure how this is actually going to go. I'm supposed to fly out to LA a couple days before this show, so I'm not sure I'll be able to directly make this one in time.
Okay. All right. And I say $10 because, New York is $30.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to the Northeast. All right. And on Saturday, August 24th, tell us what's going on here.
Yes. So, right there on the front, I'm going to be going up against Tyler Knight. So Tyler Fox versus Tyler Knight. This will be pretty interesting. I'm glad to be back at SCW. I've been meaning to go back towards the beginning of the year, but scheduling conflicts and all that.
Right.
It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
It looks like it'll be a lot of fun, man. All right. Let's go on over to the next slide. Drag Me to Hell. Oh, man. September 7th. What is going on here? This is started scary.
So, this is Drag Me to Hell Patrol. This is from TAC Wrestling out of Little Rock. They run out of a very classic venue called Vino's Brew Pub and Pizza. Mm-hmm. The best way to explain Vino's is, or TAC, it's like ECW.
Okay.
Or something along those lines. You've got some of the more extreme rules or hardcore matches. This show, I'm not sure if I'll be on, but they've done a lot of good for me in the past. I love the guys that run it, and this is just a nice show to everybody on this show that's coming up at the beginning of next month.
All right, man. You got a lot of stuff going on, man.
Oh, absolutely.
What's going on in California?
So I'm actually going to the New Japan LA dojo.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I know. Is that like the new class at that time?
Yes.
I know a couple of guys are going to be there. Live Danger. Say hello to them.
Okay, I will.
They're a good tag team. All right. Now tell everybody how you fell in love with professional wrestling.
So for professional wrestling, I've been around it all my life. My grandparents really loved wrestling. Like they would record every pay-per-view, every, WWF that they could back on their VHS. So that just kind of trickled down. It was something that me and my cousins can enjoy and do together. We could watch wrestling or, play the games, or, we definitely did not try it at home. So it was just something that we could, we could enjoy together. That's where my love of professional wrestling really came from, is just family.
Family. Okay. All right. I mean, I can relate. I hear that. Who were some of your favorites growing up?
So growing up, I really liked like Matt and Jeff Hardy, because as a kid they just did a bunch of cool things. Rey Mysterio,
Right.
Triple H and D-Generation X, Edge and Christian. And I definitely do not wrestle or perform like Ray or the Hardy Brothers or Hardy Boys or anything like that. I guess I took more after Edge, Christian, and Triple H.
Triple H is one of my favorites as well. Now, are you a big collector? Do you collect figures?
I don't. A lot of my friends do. Those figures are just so expensive.
I know.
So I'm a collector in spirit.
You are. I'm gonna show some off real quick for you.
Go for it.
Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh.
Chase.
I absolutely love Eddie. That's a good figure.
That is a good figure. And it was a chase, and I love collecting chases. I got another one here I want to pull up for you, but where the hell did I put it, man? It's here somewhere. I got it. All right. Oh, he's at the bottom, but look at this. $1 Million Man signed by Ted DiBiase.
I just barely missed the $1 Million Man a few months back. Oh, excuse me.
Did you? Where was that?
He was in Little Rock. There was a show, well, North Little Rock or Jacksonville, one of the two, just at the Little Rock area. But he was a special guest at a show. That was an outside show.
Okay. Now I got one last one to show you, which is my personal favorite, which just picked it up not too long ago. It is from San Diego Comic-Con's Fun Days, which Funko has. It is Freddie Funko dressed as Roddy Piper.
Oh, wow.
500 of these made.
Well, you're lucky to have one of them. I bet that cost a pretty penny.
It wasn't that bad compared to some of the others I have. Like I got Sting as Freddie.
Oh wow.
Hogan. I got a Macho. And a Stone Cold. Those are the only ones they have as Freddie Funko dressed as a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the most expensive one is the Hogan. I think he's like at 900. Yeah. I mean, I didn't pay 900 at the time, but that's what he's worth now. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Hobbies are hobbies.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right. So, what do you like to do for fun? I usually save this for a little bit later, but I think we're at that stage where I just want to know what you do for fun.
So, I do way too much. I'm sure you actually see the bass and the guitar back there.
Mm-hmm.
So I play a little bit of music whenever I get the chance. I actually also paint. So, got a bunch of paintings and things that I do.
It's nice. I like that.
Oh, thank you. But I do a lot and very little. I'm in college, so that takes up a lot of my time. So it's college, wrestling, and work. So I try to play music, paint, read, play a video game if I'm able to. Just relax and decompress.
Relax and decompress. Nothing wrong with that at all. Trust me. All right, let's go to your first professional match. Actually, no, skip that. Let's go to where did you go train to be a professional wrestler, and who were your trainer or trainers, and your thoughts on that initial training?
Oh yeah, sure. So I went to Bumps and Bruises 501, which is a branch off of Sir Mo from Men on a Mission. It's one of his schools. I trained directly under Jason Maldonado, and then AJ Maldonado, or AJ the Future, or the Future. He's had a couple name changes since then, but those are my direct trainers. And then I've gotten some training from a little bit from Sir Mo himself, a little bit from Dante Smiley, the OIWA champion. I'm not sure exactly what the title is anymore at the moment. And then I've picked some stuff up along my travels. But my initial breakthrough into professional wrestling was from Bumps and Bruises 501.
Okay. Now tell me about your first professional match. Who was your opponent, and what were your thoughts during that first match in front of a crowd?
So my first professional match was actually a student showcase. It was an outdoor show in extreme heat. I had no idea what my gimmick was even going to be. I had some very quick temporary gear that I thought looked cool, and everyone was like, hey, this is a product of the 2000s. You probably don't want to wrestle like this anymore. But no, it was a lot of fun. It was a little nerve-inducing, I guess. I come from a background of theater and performance, so performing in front of people isn't, too bad. It was more so, oh no, am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? But it was a lot of fun. Like, it was genuinely a lot of fun. My opponent was actually a friend and mentor of mine. His name is Adam Key. He trained under Tugboat Taylor. So that was my first match. It was at a student showcase.
Nice. And what was like the crowd reaction?
Well, it was definitely.
Or was it the students there?
No, it was a lot of family, friends of the students.
Okay.
So there was definitely some interaction. You could definitely tell some of the people did not directly want to be there. They're like, well, my son dragged me out, or my best friend's cousin dragged me out. So, but I think overall it went well. There was a couple yay and boo. So,
all right, okay, all right. We had a question for you over here. If you could team up with 3 people, who would you pick?
Oh, that's genuinely a very tough question. So right now, because most of my, I travel with a bunch of people. So honestly, if I was able to team up with anybody, I'd team up with some of the people I travel with. I know that's probably a very generic answer, but no,
That's fine.
I'd definitely team up with my friend William Blackwell, Grayson Beckett, and probably my friend Ivrion Gray, which we used to be in the same faction and stable together back whenever we started, but we never really got to team up, if that makes sense. I know a lot of people probably pick, if I had the chance, I'd probably team up with Eddie or Triple H or Shawn Michaels or something like that.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, all those would be cool, but I think it would be more so just teaming up with my friends.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that either. 100%. Now we have a wrestler up here in the Northeast. His name is Adam Ace, and he has left you a comment. It's not a nice one, but I'm gonna pull it up for you so you can.
Sure, go for it.
He says, "I want to fight this guy. Easy money."
I don't know, man. You'd have to watch out for my offering plate.
There you go.
You can't outwit a fox. So
There you go. You heard that, Adam. Be warned. Daniel Lopez says, Tyler, what type of fans do you really enjoy at shows? I don't know. The ones that show up, maybe?
Oh no, like absolutely. If you show up, I enjoy you. You're awesome. No,
What kind
I
of
really
question is
like,
that?
I really like the crowds that get into it. You know, that want to interact with the show, you know, actually cheer, chant,
Right.
boo. But if you're there, you know, I enjoy you. If you're not there, well, I enjoy you, but please show up.
Right. You want some interaction. So what are your thoughts on how you would get, whether you're a baby face or a heel, to interact with the crowd? Like, what would you do?
So what I do is, first thing I do is I pass around an offering plate. I mean, you saw the promo picture. I've got the offering plate.
Right.
So I pass around the offering plate. I dance, I interact.
Okay.
It kind of goes the same way for both being a heel and a baby face, because you throw money in the plate, cool, and then you realize, oh, he was a bad guy the entire time. Then you hate me even more, and you cheer the baby face even louder. Right. But yeah, so passing the offering plate, dancing. If I had some of the direct clips, I'd kind of show you. But
okay. I'll have to check it. You have to send them to me.
Oh, absolutely.
Send me some clips. I'd love to see that. Now, what do you enjoy being more, babyface or heel?
I think I enjoy being a heel a little bit more, because it takes a good heel to make a babyface and vice versa. But
look at this one. Hold on.
What you got?
I need my dollar back.
You put it in the plate, it goes into my pocket. You're not getting
done.
it.
You're done, Daniel. You're done. Man, that is the best fan interaction I've had on here in a while.
There's only one person. Tyler. There's only been one person that's ever gotten money back from me, and it was an 8-year-old that gave me a $5 bill. I lost the match. She goes, "Give me my money back." I look at her and I go, "No," and then I walk to the back. Well, apparently, her grandfather was the booker. I had no idea.
Oh, no.
And he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, so there's this little girl out there, and she gave you $5, and she said you didn't give it back. Well, that was her spending money for the night, and she wasn't supposed to give it all away." So I looked at the guy, because this is my first time here. I said, "Here you go. Here's her money back. However, if she does it again, it's mine."
That's right. What did he say? Okay.
Pretty much. I haven't been back since, but pretty much.
Oh, no. Oh, man. What does Adam say now? Promotion got to pay me first. Okay, Adam. Whatever.
Promotion's got to pay you first. I mean, somebody's got to pay my gas money to get up there, you know? So
that's right. And the tolls. Don't forget the tolls.
Just avoid the toll roads. It's a little bit, slower, but,
Yeah, some of the tolls you can't avoid because you got to go over a bridge. Like in New York, from Long Island to Jersey, you got to go over the bridge. No matter what.
That's true.
Unless you're going to get on a boat and paddle your way over there. All right, let's get into opponent you want to wrestle that you haven't wrestled in the independents.
Opponent that I have not wrestled that I would like to wrestle in the independents. Ooh,
it doesn't have to be in your area. It could be anywhere in the United States.
Ooh, that's really tough.
That's a tough one. You could pick more than one if you want.
So, just because I think it would be a very fun match, Danhausen.
Danhausen, okay.
Because though I can wrestle and I can go, some of the best matches I've ever had that I really enjoy, because they're just so much fun, is you just do a bunch of character work. It's an easy night. Everyone has fun. Nobody walks away with an injury. And you get to save your body for, the next night. So I think Danhausen would be a lot of fun. Or maybe Gangrel.
Gangrel. I think that'd be a great choice for you.
Oh, absolutely.
One of my favorites. Uh, Daniel's laying out the challenge for Adam. Adam, I'm just a fan, but I have seen a lot of wrestling. I try to take you out with a one. Oh my God, this is crazy. All right, Serena says, if you go back to any wrestling era, what era would you pick?
So, that's actually a really good question. I talked about this a little bit not too long ago, last month, for one of my classes, because they're like, "Oh, what era could you go back to?" And I said about 93. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the world of wrestling in 93. And, ECW just started. That would be really cool. Then also all the stuff going on in Japan at the time was just wild.
Right.
WWF was figuring stuff out. So, like, there were so many opportunities in the ways of wrestling. And you didn't have to do, a 450 splash to get noticed. You could just wrestle.
Right. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Adam's got to come backstage or mission kid. Meanwhile, your favorite fan has arrived, Natalie Henson.
Thanks. I don't know who you are, but I'll take it.
I'm sure next show you're at, you'll be like, "Hey, I'm your favorite fan." Remember? You'll be like, "Oh, okay." Got anything for the plate?
Yeah, put it in the plate and I'll bless you. Here we go.
That's right. Daniel says, Tyler, if you were to open up your own show, what would you do differently from other shows? That's actually a good question. I like that.
That's a tough question because I've talked about it like after I'm done performing, possibly opening up my own show. Genuinely, right now, that's kind of a really tough one. I know because I'm very big on production and professionalism. I know before we even started, you commented the microphone that I'm using, just being like, "Oh, look at you being all professional," and I'm over here with a little headset mic.
But
I think I would put a lot of money into production and trying to focus on quality talent and make it to where there's a wide variety of matches, more so than your standard like singles match and then maybe a ladder match. So kind of go beyond just standard gimmick matches and have a little bit more of a variety if I'm able to.
Okay. Good stuff, Tyler. All right, let's go into favorite foods. What's your favorite foods? What do you like to snack
on? I'm really partial to cookies.
Chocolate chip or
chocolate chip? So chocolate chip cookies. I really like chocolate chip cookies. That's a good snack for me. I pretty much every show day I get one of those protein cookies, like the protein. What are they called? Like Larry something cookies. They're cheaper than the Quest ones and bigger, I think, but those are pretty good. So I'll say I'm very partial to those.
Gotcha. These days I'm snacking on string cheese, man. I'm on a no carb diet.
Hey, string cheese is good. I like some good string cheese.
It's been a tough 3 weeks, bud. But anyway, Natalie says, you told me to put money in the tub and I wouldn't, and I was wearing a No Pity Smitty shirt. Does that ring any bells?
That kind of sounds familiar, but okay, right. I mean, I hit my head for a living, so I vaguely remember. I vaguely remember that night.
Gotcha. All right. Sorry, Natalie. Just not.
I remember the shirt.
Okay.
I remember the shirt. I just don't remember the interaction.
Oh man. Did you know Smitty?
I met him once or twice. I didn't know him personally. About the time that I started going around in some of those circles, he ended up passing away. So I didn't get the chance to really know him or meet him, but I've been in the same area as him once or twice.
Okay. There's a tribute show coming up for him in October. So it's gonna be a special show, man. I had him on the podcast once, and really, really awesome person.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from everybody. Is he was an awesome guy.
Yeah, 100%. All right, if Tyler Fox could go anywhere in the United States that he hasn't been to yet to wrestle, where would he want to go?
Oh, I've not been up in like the New York or the Colony area to wrestle. That would be really cool.
Okay.
I think it'd be cool to wrestle in Chicago. So
Chicago, good. I know some people in Chicago.
I was close to wrestling in Chicago this last year. I was giving a presentation for school. Like I was presenting at a national conference, and I was gonna try to reach out and at least show up to a show in the area. But we left before the weekend.
Oh.
So like a show on Saturday, I left on Thursday. So I was like, no.
So you couldn't do it. Oh man, you're probably like, oh shoot. All right, maybe next time, man.
Oh,
maybe
absolutely.
100%. All right, if you go overseas, what country would you go train or perform at?
Oh, I'd say probably Japan.
Okay, that's like the most.
Like that's one of
everybody gives.
ones.
Yeah,
Like,
everybody wants to go to Japan.
I'd say Japan. I hear a lot of good things from Germany, like Germany and the UK. So those would be the top 3 places, but definitely Japan.
But first stop, the New Japan Dojo out of California. Now, do you know how big the class is?
I do not. I don't know off the top of my head. I know a couple people that graduated last year, so I could definitely ask and be like, hey, so typically how big is the classroom? But I just can't think of what the size is off the top of my head.
Okay, now what do you hope to gain from this experience?
I genuinely just hope to gain knowledge, like whatever knowledge that they could give me. I know strong style is a very niche market in the US. So learning more in that strong style, or just simple guidance that could help further a career, which I think that's what anybody who goes to New Japan or anything like that, or the LA Dojo wants, is some form of guidance to help go, hey, which way should my career go?
Right. Okay. All right. That's good stuff, man. I wish you much success over there.
Oh, thank you.
Say hello to Live Danger for me.
Oh, I will.
You'll see. You'll know they're big football type guys. That's their gimmick. So, good stuff, man. All right, man. Thank you for joining me on the podcast. I had a great time talking to you, and you definitely have to come back.
I would love to come back. This was a lot of fun. This is my first podcast that I've been asked to be on.
Wow.
And
thank you for coming on.
And I didn't even see the message that I got to be on the show until like a few days late. So whenever I responded, I was like, hey, I would love to do the podcast if you'd still have me. I'm sorry it was so late.
That's awesome.
But yeah, thanks for having me. This was really cool. This was a fun experience.
I appreciate you coming on. And how long is the training over there at the dojo?
It's 3 months. So it starts September 14th or 15th, and then it goes until November 21st.
Okay, so how about we set your return in December?
Yeah, I'd love that.
So we could talk about your experience there, all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that too, man. All right, let everybody know where they can follow you.
Yeah, so you can find me on Facebook at Tyler Fox. You can find me on Instagram at Elder Fox with 2 X's. There's also TikTok, which is Tyler Fox Wrestling, and the same thing with YouTube, even though the YouTube's kind of a little empty at the moment. But those are the big places you can find me.
Awesome. And where can we get any merch?
So I've got Pro Wrestling Tees set up. I just don't have any shirts on there yet. So most of that merch you can either message me. I've got a whole list of merch and things, or come to a show and get it personally. I've got keychains, stickers, custom keychains,
Sweet.
Custom temporary tattoos, homemade lip balms,
Wow.
solid perfumes, necklaces, all sorts of things.
You got the merch game going on over there, man.
Absolutely. A little piece of advice that I ended up learning: if it doesn't feel specific to one thing, then people are more, inclined to buy it. So if you are like marketing a wrestling shirt, don't make it look like a wrestling shirt. If I thought about it, I could have sent you, which I'll probably do it after this, but my one of my new logos or new designs for shirts and things, it looks like a very Woodstock sort of, like Woodstock 97 style.
Really?
And it doesn't look like it's wrestling related. And I've had people buy those stickers and magnets up because it doesn't feel specific to one thing, and they can wear it and advertise it.
That's awesome, man. I love that stuff. Yeah, send me some samples, designs that you have.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, before we go, Will West says, "Glad you made it on the show, man."
Oh, thank you.
Do you know Will?
I do. He is a friend of mine. He's a photographer. So he's done some of my photography for me. He actually took the shots that I needed to submit to go to the LA dojo. So,
oh, great.
I'll say I got it. Those pictures accepted because whatever his lighting was, I'm pretty sure.
Awesome. Good job, Will. And thank you for tuning in tonight. And everybody else, make sure you follow Tyler Fox. I'd like to thank him for coming on the podcast. And then I got some announcements to roll on with some more podcasts coming up, Tyler. I got Alicia Love coming on next Thursday at 8 p.m. She's coming on for the first time. My good pal Tiffany Avatar's coming on next week. She's got an announcement to make. And she's in a big rumble this Sunday at Bree Combination Wrestling, which I will be at, where Darius Carter takes on NWA's Kylie Alexa in the rematch from the last show this Sunday, August 18th at the Mecca, Richfield Park, New Jersey. Make sure you go to Bree Combination Wrestling to get your tickets and come down. This Thursday, I have the owner of SICW Wrestling, Herb Simmons, coming on tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. My good friend and mentor, Herb Simmons, coming on to talk about a lot of things. And then we have Mr. Dorian Vane, who you probably know from that area. He's coming on at 7, and we'll see if he brings his ego with him. Just saying. All right, after that, I will be at Titan Championship Wrestling presents Seaside Showdown 2 Tidal Wave on Saturday, August 24th at Seaside Heights, right there on the boardwalk. So make sure you come down. It is a free show, and you're not going to want to miss that. It was recently listed, actually, this show that's going to be on PWI. So, congratulations, Titan, for that. And then after that, I'll be in in Connecticut for Kaiju Pro Wrestling Rumble in the Jungle. It all starts at 2 o'clock, Sunday, August 25th. Make sure you get your tickets. Also, if you're in the area in New York, Long Island, come to NYWC's Hotter Than Hell on August 24th. Unfortunately, I will not be there, but come support my friends at NYWC, including my pal right there, Mr. Main Event, Sal Savelli. The main event is the champion, of course. And Amity LeVay, who is the Starlet champion, will be in action against Notorious Mimi, who people may remember from NXT. Make sure you check them out. I will also be doing a live stream at Seaside from 12 to 1 with Around the Ropes podcast for an hour. We got some special guests coming on to join us live for that hour on Seaside Heights. And of course, I made the announcement the other night, but I'm returning to the big event, New York. I'm back, baby. And who's coming with me? We will find out soon enough as the months go by. Oh, man, that's a lot to say, Tyler.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm done. I can't talk no more. I need to go get some rest and watch some TV and then maybe hit the gym or something, man. But Serena says, thank you for coming on. I thank you as well. Everybody have a good night. I'll see you back tomorrow, Tyler. Just hold on for a minute. everybody else